Imagine parking your car at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, never suspecting that just beneath your feet lies a secret from the age of dinosaurs. Incredibly, a dinosaur bone, over 67 million years old, was discovered deep below the museum's parking lot. This wasn't the result of a planned fossil hunt, but a total accident during a modern energy project. The bone was found an astonishing 763 feet underground, deeper than two statues of Liberty stacked together. It's a powerful reminder. History isn't just in museums, it's right beneath us, hidden in the most ordinary places. Every layer of Earth is a chapter of our planet's story, waiting to be uncovered. The Denver discovery proves that adventure and ancient mysteries can be found anywhere, even under a busy parking lot. Stay curious. The next great discovery could be right under your feet. This fossil story began not with a dig, but with a drill. It's a tale that started in the most unexpected of places, a parking lot, not a windswept desert or a remote mountain. Here, the hum of heavy machinery and the clatter of tools set the stage for a discovery that would bridge the gap between the ancient world and our modern quest for clean energy. In 2019, the museum launched an ambitious geothermal energy project, aiming to tap into the Earth's natural heat to power its buildings sustainably. The plan was simple: drill deep beneath the surface, install pipes, and use the planet's warmth to reduce the museum's carbon footprint. Workers and engineers gathered, focused on the future, never imagining that their efforts would soon uncover a window into the distant past. As the drill bit chewed through layer after layer of ancient rock, geologists carefully examined each core sample brought to the surface. These cylindrical slices of Earth told stories of shifting continents, ancient seas and volcanic eruptions, but then, something caught a geologist's trained eye. A strange pattern, a texture that didn't match the surrounding stone. Among tons of stone, a small fragment with a porous, bone-like texture stood out. It was unlike the usual mineral veins or sediment layers. This tiny piece, no bigger than a coin, hinted at something once alive, something that had been entombed in rock for eons. At a depth of 763 feet, deeper than most subway tunnels and farther down than the roots of the tallest trees, this ancient relic had been hidden away for millions of years, untouched by sunlight or human hands. Suddenly, a project designed to shape the museum's future collided head-on with the mysteries of the distant past. The drilling team paused, realizing that their routine work had just become something extraordinary. The museum's scientists rushed to the site, excitement buzzing in the air. They knew immediately that this was no ordinary rock. It was a prehistoric treasure, a rare glimpse into a world long vanished. In the days that followed, researchers gathered to study the find, sharing theories and piecing together clues. It's a perfect example of how science can surprise us. Sometimes, the biggest discoveries happen when we least expect them, in places we'd never think to look. The rocks that hold our planet's heat can also hold its ancient secrets. Every layer is a chapter in Earth's story, waiting to be read by those curious enough to look. You never know what you'll find when you dig a little deeper. Sometimes the search for tomorrow's energy uncovers yesterday's life, reminding us that the past and future are always closer than we think. So, what did they find? In the midst of a routine construction project, something extraordinary was unearthed, an ancient relic that would soon rewrite a small part of prehistory. It all began with a team of paleontologists, their eyes trained to spot the subtle differences between ordinary rock and the fossilized remains of creatures long gone. What they discovered was a fossilized limb bone, specifically a chunk of tibia, the shin bone of a massive dinosaur. This wasn't just any fossil, it was a direct link to a world that existed millions of years before humans ever walked the Earth. Even as a fragment, its size and structure were unmistakable. This was no ordinary animal. The bone's sheer mass hinted at a creature of immense proportions, one that would have towered over anything alive today. Imagine standing next to a dinosaur whose leg bone alone dwarfs your own. The bone came from the Denver Formation, a rock layer famous for preserving the last days of the dinosaurs. These rocks are like pages in a history book, recording the final chapters of the Cretaceous period, just before the mass extinction that wiped out these giants. Scientists quickly dated it to about 67.5 million years ago, placing it just before the catastrophic asteroid impact. This means the dinosaur it belonged to may have witnessed the very end of its kind's reign on Earth. Usually fossils are found on the surface, exposed by erosion, not ground up by a drill and spotted by chance. The process of discovery is often slow and methodical, but this find was a stroke of pure luck, hidden deep beneath layers of modern development. The odds of finding this bone in a core sample are astronomical. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack, only to stumble upon a key to an ancient world. The museum's team, led by Dr. Joe Sertic, carefully cleaned and analyzed the fragments. Each step required patience and precision, as even the smallest mistake could erase vital clues about the dinosaur's identity and the world it lived in. Even a single bone can reveal a wealth of information about ancient life. From its shape and texture, scientists can deduce the animal's size, how it moved, and even what it might have eaten. Each fossil is a puzzle piece, helping us reconstruct the lost ecosystems of the past. This one, pulled from deep beneath a parking lot, connects us directly to the age of giants. It's a reminder that beneath our feet, the remnants of ancient worlds still wait to be discovered, sometimes in the most unexpected places. Sometimes a tiny piece is all it takes to unlock a lost world. Each discovery, no matter how small, brings us closer to understanding the incredible story of life on Earth. The next question, what kind of dinosaur was it? When paleontologists first unearthed the massive bone, excitement buzzed through the scientific community. Was this the remains of a fearsome predator, or perhaps a gentle giant? The answer would require careful detective work, blending science, history, and a bit of imagination. Based on the bone's size, shape, and age, scientists narrowed it down to two large predators, either the legendary Tyrannosaurus rex or a close relative. The bone's robust structure and unique features hinted at a powerful carnivore, one that once ruled the ancient landscapes of North America. Each clue, from the thickness of the bone to the way it fit with other fossils, brought researchers closer to solving the prehistoric puzzle. Given the location and age, T-Rex is the most likely candidate. The fossil was found in rock layers dating back to the very end of the Cretaceous period, a time when T-Rex was the apex predator in this region. Denver's ancient environment, once a lush floodplain teeming with life, was the perfect hunting ground for these giants. But this wasn't a full-grown king, it was a teenager, a teen Rex. Not yet the towering adult that would inspire awe and fear, but already an impressive creature in its own right. This young Tyrannosaur was in the midst of a dramatic growth spurt, rapidly gaining size and strength as it learned the skills needed to survive. Imagine a predator the size of a pickup truck, still growing and learning to hunt. Its teeth were already sharp, its senses keen, and its instincts honed for survival. Yet, it was still vulnerable, navigating a world filled with danger, from rival predators to the challenges of finding food. This was a creature on the brink of greatness, a glimpse into the life of a future king. Identifying a dinosaur from a single bone is like detective work, comparing details, shapes, and muscle attachments. Paleontologists pore over reference charts, scrutinize every ridge and groove, and consult with experts around the world. Each mark on the bone tells a story, how the animal moved, what it ate, and even how it grew. It's a painstaking process, but one that brings ancient history to life. While certainty is elusive, the evidence points to a young Tyrannosaur. The combination of size, location, and bone structure makes a compelling case. It's a rare find. Juvenile T-Rex fossils are much less common than those of adults, making each discovery a valuable piece of the puzzle. This find gives Denver a direct link to the most famous dinosaur of all time. It's a reminder that these prehistoric giants once roamed right where the city now stands, leaving behind traces for us to uncover millions of years later. The discovery has sparked new interest in local paleontology and inspired a new generation of dinosaur enthusiasts. It's not just a fossil, it's a hometown hero from the age of dinosaurs. For visitors to the museum, seeing the teen Rex up close is a chance to connect with the distant past and imagine a world ruled by giants. The fossil has become a symbol of Denver's prehistoric heritage, drawing crowds and sparking imaginations. The teen Rex offers a rare glimpse into the life of a young giant. It's a window into a time when dinosaurs ruled the land, and every new discovery brings us closer to understanding their world. What a discovery! Let's travel back 67.5 million years to ancient Denver. Forget mountains and skyscrapers. This was a humid subtropical plain, more like a prehistoric bayou. The land teemed with ferns, mosses, and the first flowering plants, while strange trees towered overhead. Dinosaurs ruled this world. Herds of duck-billed hadrosaurs, armored ankylosaurs, and horned triceratops grazed the swamps. The teenage T-Rex prowled among them, hunting and surviving in a vibrant ecosystem. Smaller dinosaurs, crocodiles, turtles, and early mammals all shared this lush landscape. Pterosaurs soared above, completing the prehistoric scene. This single bone helps us imagine a lost world full of life and drama. Where Denver stands today, a young T-Rex once stalked its prey. The past is closer than we think. The timing of this fossil is crucial. At 67.5 million years old, this dinosaur lived just before the asteroid impact that ended the age of dinosaurs. Ancient Denver's ecosystem was thriving, giant predators and herbivores in a complex web. Then, disaster struck. A massive asteroid hit, triggering global chaos and mass extinction. Fossils from this moment are like snapshots of life before the end. The Denver bone shows the ecosystem was healthy right up to the catastrophe. It supports the idea that the asteroid caused a sudden, dramatic extinction, not a slow decline. This bone is a final message from a world on the brink. Why does one bone matter? Every fossil is a clue helping us piece together Earth's story. This one is special, found in a city by accident using modern technology. It connects Denver's people to their prehistoric past and shows that science can surprise us anywhere. Its age makes it vital for understanding the final days of the dinosaurs. It proves that T-Rex and its world were thriving until the very end. This fossil inspires curiosity and wonder, making the distant past feel real. It's not just a relic. It's a bridge between ancient life and our own. The T-Rex bone is a perfect ambassador for science and imagination. Sometimes, a single discovery can change how we see the world. The museum knew this story had to be shared. They created the Discovering T-Rex exhibit, taking visitors from the drilling project to the moment of discovery. The actual core sample, fossil fragments, and interactive displays bring the science to life. Visitors learn about Denver's geology and the journey from fossil to exhibit. The exhibit connects the T-Rex to the museum's famous adult T-Rex skeleton, showing the dinosaur's growth from teenager to titan. It's a celebration of curiosity, science, and the magic of dinosaurs. The fossil's journey, from Cretaceous swamp to museum hall, inspires everyone who sees it. Discovering T-Rex is a must-see for anyone who loves a good story. The T-Rex discovery is more than luck. It's a reminder of Earth's hidden history. Beneath our cities and roads lie records of ancient worlds and lost creatures. Every fossil is a portal to another time, sparking curiosity about what's beneath our feet. Understanding the past helps us face the future, from climate change to extinction. The Denver bone is a piece of a much bigger puzzle with lessons for today. Stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, the next great discovery could be anywhere. The adventure of natural history is all around us, waiting to be found. What a planet!